They under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row.
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
2nd and 5. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Point after here coming up. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Makes the score Browns 7, Dolphins 0.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Well, no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets, they don't do any of that. Just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. The Dolphins at 0-8 now on the year. And they come in mired in a brutal stretch right now. Losers of 8 straight games.
Could you imagine being in those coaches' rooms right now? And you remember the old expression, there's no such thing as a bad idea? That's really true right here. They're searching for any idea, anything that can galvanize this team and find a victory and get them out of this losing spin.
A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Throw caught by Musgrave. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. So you're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, look and repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll keep it on the ground. Sampson. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Here's 3rd and 9.
He'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down. Jack Fox now gets set to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. And they can't bring him down. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone and marched it down the field. And a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline.
You look at this Browns defense.
They were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
They're going to look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
They'll go. H.M. going absolutely nowhere. They'll wind up losing a yard or 2. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Kenneth Grant.
What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
They'll set up a throw.
Throwing out right here, caught by Olave.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
They'll need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter.
The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here.
Oh, they're changing this at the line.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
They're coming off a fourth down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on fourth down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 3.
Now back to throw.
A short throw to Musgrave.
He's across midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
But Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick 6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and when he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fighting through at the 25.
And able to get this out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Second and 9 now. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
And nothing much materializing there in the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to make it fourth down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
First and 10 at the 26.
So the drive stays alive after the fourth down conversion. First and 10 inside the 30. They'll get it inside the 20.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a first and goal.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal.
A run straight ahead with Achane.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown.
Devon Achane, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are back within a score.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
Dolphins 14.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy. The 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on the lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll look to throw here on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
We'll swing this out to Sampson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. In motion, Hill. Back to throw again.
Slant pass complete to Olave.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 15-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. In motion left, Hill.
They'll look to throw again. His throw caught. What about the 5? Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Back to throw.
Now he's going to step up and run.
The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout.
as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Second and 3. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 109. That ties him with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list. And the Browns will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Dolphins 14.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. They'll throw now on the final play. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
I tell you what, when you're down on the scoreboard, you've got to look to your stars, and that's what they do here to start the drive. I wouldn't be surprised if they looked his way a few more times in short order. That one, well designed, and it's a quick first down.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Up the middle, Achane. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
Tyreek Hill on the return. The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. They'll set up to throw. Setting up the screen for Sampson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. They'll look to throw here. Checks this down to Sampson. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And that will come Bills as they take over. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. Again, it's Achane. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
It's now 4th down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone. Back to the ground, Achane. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are throwing their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21.
Dolphins 21.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll
They'll try and start this drive in the air. On the move past the 40. Big strides. Look at him go. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's caught. And the Browns are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get it to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
They'll look to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Browns are able to extend their lead. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Hand off to Achane to begin the drive. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
He's taken down.
Now 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second.
Looking to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
They're going to look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And everyone on their assignment defensively there is he'll be taken down behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So They need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now they send a running back in motion right. Sampson is in. Touchdown, Cleveland. They were able to push him backwards on 1st down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Oh, some strong running. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. He'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. And now an audible here into something else. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
2-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 45-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback and give him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. They'll set up a throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it'll find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Dolphins 1st down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long.
Well, give them credit. They're going to stay and fight this out to the end. Fourth down, you've got to go for it. And they not only convert, but pick up some good yardage as well.
Now a play fake here on first down. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
For the extra point.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
38. Dolphins 28.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Jalen Phillips, the edge man on the tackle.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. They need 18 yards here on 3rd down.
Now back to throw.
They'll get this into the hands of Sampson.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Left side, it's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Browns add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secure. And a lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Browns are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Second and 14. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead is now 24.
Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Julian Love picks it. And the Browns are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The Cleveland offense ready to go as they try to finish things off in this 4th quarter. And that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
At their 48-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
3 yards. And the Browns
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
They'll try the left side. Sampson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now it looks like he'll throw here. That's going to be caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Yet another touchdown in what has just been a high-scoring affair, a fun one to watch. And it's the rookie quarterback, Charles, coming through with yet another touchdown pass to pad the lead.
Did we come into this game where defense was optional? Because it certainly feels that way, right? But when you look at the scoreboard, this rookie, he has his team moving at a little bit quicker pace than his opponents. The entire offense is going to get plenty of praise, but I think these coaches have to be especially happy with what their quarterback has done.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again. So another loss in the cards as they trail big in quarter number 4.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Back to throw here. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Now the extra point. And the lead is down to 24.
Makes the score Browns 59, Dolphins 35.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, CD, this is the ideal situation, the 4th quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw.
Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
That's taken on the 25. Good footwork on the spin.
And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Browns, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, it's another week, another loss as they fall now to 0-9. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.